today I want to talk about some tips, places to go, and all that fun stuff to help you get through this horrible holiday. My name is Jeremy. Let's get into it. Now, why do I say horrible holiday? I'm not really a fan of Valentine's Day myself, and I know there's a lot of other people out there that are also not fans of Valentine's Day, but that doesn't mean that we can't make the best of the holiday. So what I like to do is just cover some of the basics that people tend to forget about, or maybe give you a couple of ideas to help you just get through the holiday. I want to start with places to go. If I was to take anybody somewhere, here's a couple of places that I might have in mind. First would be a small trip outside of the city. Basically, what I'm talking about there is living here in Las Vegas. We're always inside the city, so we're conveniently located between, having a mountain nearby and also having a lake nearby. I know there's other places out there that don't have these. You might live in a completely flat land. Maybe you live outside the city, but the idea is basically to change up the scenery. You want to go somewhere where you don't get to go too often. There might be some areas that actually look really nice, real beautiful view of the mountains or something like that, and you just don't get to go often because you don't have a reason to go. Well, make this your reason to go. Another idea would be a hotel room. Now, obviously, there's going to be some sexy time involved there, most likely, but it could be a cheap hotel. Obviously not something that's going to be downtown ghetto, the crack whores knocking on the doors next door. But yeah, you take a trip out to a small hotel. Maybe you go drive outside the city. Maybe there's another city close by that you can go get a hotel room at, and you're just staying over there for the night. If you want to do some traveling, there's a place called Poconos. I want to say it's in Pennsylvania somewhere, but you can look it up, Poconos, and they have a love room and big giant champagne glass looking hot tub thing, and it's awesome. If you're into that sort of thing, might be something you want to take a look into. Also, the theme parks are a good place to go. Maybe like Disneyland or Six Flags, something like that. Knott's Berry Farm, if you're in California or near California. Go into a theme park, go early in the morning, spend the whole day there. I'm sure it's probably going to be crowded. A lot of other people have the exact same idea, but it's something that you can remember. You make a memorable moment of the day. Or you could just stay in the bedroom. Just don't leave. Get up in the morning, maybe buy a bunch of snacks the day before, something like that, and set up bowls of snacks and drinks and whatever. Actually, I believe Redbox is doing a special with Valentine's Day. I want to say you can enter a code like hearts or something like that, and you get free movies for the day, a free day rental. So you can go ahead and get your couple of movies, chill in the bedroom. Let's talk about things to eat. Obviously, everyone's going to say, strawberries or whatever, chocolate dipped strawberries. That's always a favorite. They're tasty. Yes, you could do that. You could do other fruits dipped in chocolate, maybe mix them up. Dark chocolate, white chocolate. Hell, you can even make a little event about it. Go out, buy some chocolate mixes, a couple fruits, and sit there designing them and stuff like that. There's those websites that sell the pre-made dipped chocolates or chocolate dipped fruits and whatnot. So you could basically copy that and just make that event all in its own. You could also do some meats. I'm a fan of meats, so dipping meats in whatever. any sort of stuff, cheeses and wines and who knows what else. Hell, just do some fondue. The Melting Pot, there's a great fondue place. Actually, I think it's the only fondue place I know of. So if you're into dipping edible stuff in other edible stuff, there you go. There's actually some foods that are known to be, or supposedly, aphrodisiacs. So if you want to take a chance with those, I'm going to go ahead and name off the top 10. Asparagus. Yeah, I love asparagus, but asparagus comes in number 10. Almonds, avocado, which totally wasn't aware of that one. I'd love some avocado, but I just can't see it being very sexy. Bananas, basil, chocolate, of course. Figs. Don't know that I've ever had a fig, but it's pretty high up on the list. Garlic. Might be an aphrodisiac at first, but the after effects of garlic probably going to be a deterrent. Oysters. So you can go out to Oyster Bar and just get your virility on. Honey seems to be number 1, which I totally wasn't aware of. And if you happen to know a recipe that includes all 10 of those items, then yeah. Also, if you know who you're spending Valentine's Day with, find out what their favorite meal is. Maybe prepare it, maybe go out to that place. That's always something good to do. Next, I want to talk about stuff to do. So, you can go out to these different places. You can have all these certain types of foods. So, what about like things that you just want to do? One, I guess, cutesy little thing you could do is maybe plant some love notes. So if, before the other person gets up in the morning, whatever, and you have all these little notes, maybe have one in the bathroom where they go. Like for a woman, maybe you have a note so she reads it before she's putting on her makeup. Maybe leave one under the windshield wiper of the car so they go out there and see it. Or possibly you leave the note on their car before they leave work, so they come out, and see maybe the Valentine's Day card or a little note, something like that. Champagne picnic. Champagne's always yummy, so you can just super cheap. And actually, in a previous episode, Antonio had mentioned just getting maybe a little caprese salad, some champagne, gathering up. Picnic, and you could do all this super cheap, under $20 maybe, if you already have the basket and whatever. Head out to a picnic area, a park, something like that, and spend an hour, 2 hours out there just enjoying each other's company. Hot air balloon rides. If you're in the Las Vegas Valley, then you've probably seen them every morning. I know I see tons of them. Over on Fort Apache and Sunset area, there's usually a little launch area for hot air balloon rides. So looking to see how much that is. I can't imagine that it would cost too much, but that'd be something new, interesting, and depending on how early it is when they're going up, maybe you get to see the sunrise or something like that. Indoor skydiving. I know not everywhere has this, but here we happen to have indoor skydiving places. So you can go in, it's something new. I've never done it personally, but I think it would be awesome to just try something new. And I think that's the main thing is if you're looking for, things to do, maybe try and do something that you've never done before. Maybe just hop in your car and just drive until you see a sign that says, hey, come do this or whatever. Those sorts of things will create memories, and the more positive memories you can create, the more positive the day becomes. Lastly, I want to talk about gifts to buy. Now, a lot of people like to get flowers, so maybe you go out and buy some roses, a dozen roses or whatever, but try switching it up a little. Maybe you do 11 red roses and a white rose. And then you have a little note that says, like, in every bunch there's one that stands out, and you're the one who stands out for me, or I don't know, something like that. Might be cheesy, but whatever, as long as it brings a smile, right? And jewelry, that's a given. Even I guess some men like jewelry. I'm not really a fan of it myself, but some guys are into that sort of thing. Buy electronics. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting, I don't know, a video game or something. Something that reminds you of the other person or reminds the other person of you is always a good gift. Maybe your first date, you went to a concert and you want to get something that references that particular band or anything of that nature. That could be a really good idea. And then that way, every time they see it, they always remember back to that first date. Also, anything that might invoke some laughter. So gag gift, I think that'd be awesome. And I'm pretty sure there's other people that might agree with me there. But if you find a gift that it just relates to some inside joke between you two and, start laughing, hey, you're having a good time. I think it'll be totally memorable. Finally, couples massage, possibly happy ending. I don't know. There's always tons of spa places and massages and stuff like that. Usually you can find cheap coupons, Living Social Groupon, something like that, that has the, buy one, get one free or something like that. They're really not all that expensive, especially if you start planning ahead for something like that. And who doesn't like to be pampered a little bit? So I'm just going to keep this episode short, and we'll go ahead and skip to the 1001 Ways to Be Romantic by Gregory J.P. Godek. And what, better day to be doing something like this. So we're going to go with 468, Quite Naughty. Join the Mile High Club. Was this Fly the Friendliest Skies? Okay, because that's short, I'm going to go ahead and do another one. 463, Slightly Naughty. Fill the back seat of your car with pillows. Go for a little drive in the country. Use your imagination. Giggity. So there you go. You can either drive out into the country and do it, or go take a plane ride and do it. I guess the main thing is find a place and have lots and lots of sex. So that's going to conclude it for today. Hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed talking about it. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Love Advice.